There's growing speculation that President Biden might not seek a second term, or if he does so, that he might face a challenge from another Democrat. In either scenario, one name would electrify the race more than any other, and that's Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York. President Biden is in trouble. His approval ratings are low, he's beset by various difficulties, and Democratic voters are getting restless. A recent New York Times Siena College poll found a striking 64% of Democrats would prefer someone else to be the party's nominee in 2024. Only 26% wanted that person to be Biden. Another poll just this week from the crucial state of New Hampshire found only 31% of Democrats there wanted Biden to seek a second term. But if not Biden, who? And what if the answer is AOC? Let's address one obvious issue. Is the New York Congresswoman even old enough to run? And the answer is yes, just about. Ocasio-Cortez is 32 right now. She will turn 35, the minimum age to be president, just about 3 weeks before Election Day 2024. Here's the case for Ocasio-Cortez. She has risen from total obscurity to be one of the most famous politicians in America.
Our work here matters. Our example matters. There is meaning in our service.
She has a crystal clear agenda, love it or hate it. She is particularly popular with young voters and has a huge social media following. Is she a hate figure to lots of conservatives? Sure, but she's also an icon to a lot of progressives, and that gives her a formidable base, including for fundraising. Beyond that, why would she consider running for president? Well, she hasn't exactly sounded super enthusiastic about a second Biden run. In a June interview with CNN, she declined to promise to back the president again.
I mean, first of all, I'm focused on winning this majority right now and preserving a majority this year in 2022. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I think if the president has a vision, then that's something certainly we're all willing to entertain and examine when the time comes.
There's also the bigger picture to consider. Ocasio-Cortez has repeatedly argued that the Democratic establishment in Washington is too cozy with powerful, rich interests and not responsive enough to its own voters. What better way to fundamentally reset the party and the nation's politics than with a presidential run? So all of that being said, what are the arguments against an AOC campaign? Well, she's a democratic socialist, like her mentor, Senator Bernie Sanders. Would America really elect a person with those views as president? When an Economist YouGov poll tested Ocasio-Cortez's favorability ratings in early May, they found her popular with Democrats and young voters, no surprises there, but her ratings with independent voters, never mind Republicans, were horrible. Just 23% of independents viewed her favorably, against 54% who held an unfavorable opinion. If Biden chose to run again and AOC ran against him, that would be a hugely controversial decision in itself. It might split the party and inflict a fatal political wound on whoever turned out to be the victor. Then there's the more obvious question, does AOC really want to run? She has never said she does, and she declined to even mount a primary challenge to Senator Chuck Schumer of New York this year. She might simply believe that her agenda is better advanced by pressuring Biden and party leaders rather than running directly against them. Still, given America's recent political history, we've learned not to rule anything out, and an AOC presidential run is one of the most intriguing ideas out there.